Hi friends and family. Tonight's Thursday night thought is about the connection of sexuality and spirituality. The title of the book is You and I Inc., The Connection of Sexuality and Spirituality. Well, many people have asked me, what does this mean? And tonight I decided to take you up into our bedroom to give you the best example of what that means for me personally. First, I think it's important to define what those two words mean. Both the words sexuality and spirituality can bring up a lot in a person. They're very, very heavy words and can contain a lot of meaning and different meaning for different people. For me, the meaning of sexuality is an energy. And it's an energy that comes up within the body and it's almost a worthiness. And it's something that we tap into when we can tap into passion and that life force within our body. So some people experience it in their hobbies, they experience it in their desires, they experience it in dreams, money. It doesn't matter how we experience that worthiness and that energy within our body. It's not our job to judge what that is in other people. It's our job to find out what is that for us that allows us to get into that space where we feel that energy, because that's the life force. That's the energy we want to get in touch with, and we want to stay in that space within our body. So now we bring up the aspect of spirituality. Again, a really big word that has a lot of different meanings to different people. A lot of times associated around religion, God. For me, spirituality, the definition is the defying of gravity of our thoughts. Meaning, last week I talked about, or in my testimony, I described how there's an energy presence around us. And if we're not aware of this energy presence, it can attach itself to us, or we can attach ourselves to it, thinking that those are our thoughts. And then we create our reality based on whatever these thoughts are that have attached to us, or this energy. But in truth, spirituality is something that does not come from the outside. It's a connection that comes from the inside. And it happens in our mind and our heart, I believe. So it's something where we know we're worthy. We know we can do anything, that we're strong, that we're capable. All of the things that we know as truth, that we believe in our soul, our spirit, is what defines us. Not what's on the outside of us, and not the other thoughts, and not other people's projections. It's what goes on within our own mind. So when you can take the mind, the spirituality, and you can connect that to the energy of worthiness that we feel within the body when we're in that place of passion, this is where the magic happens. And to best describe it to you is to introduce you to this beautiful piece of art. And this is a painting that my husband had commissioned of me by an artist. This was just an incredible moment. Basically, I was in a hotel room and the artist was taking photos during a photo shoot. And this artist was to paint my essence as a woman, or my soul. I mean, talk about pressure. So what I ended up doing is I got up against a glass window, and during that moment, I was able to start just dancing and moving my body. And so I was in that place of passion. I was connected to that energy. It was flowing through me. And then I was able to block out everything else around me and tune into what it was, my relationship with God, whatever you want to call it, but tapping into the truth of who I am and my worthiness as an individual. So this piece of art depicts that exact moment. And when those two things connected, I was transported into another world, another dimension. Some people call it a presence. Some people call it the power of now. It doesn't matter what you call it. It is a space where it's almost as if all time and space has come together. And when we can be so connected and aware of that presence, that is the magic. That is where we can put our intentions out, and that is the space where we create with and create in. So this painting represents me personally in a space of spirituality and sexuality and that connection, and that's why this piece is so important to pass down to my children, because it's exactly what I stand for. But for you, perhaps this video would just kind of take you deeper into, how do I connect into that passion? How do I connect into that energy? And then how do I block out the energy that's around me so that I'm focused on the truth of what I know to be true within my soul, and that is my worthiness. And when we tap into that, then we've got that presence of moment. And once we've had that experience, it's almost as if we can discern and see it in other areas of our life. And that's the point. It's to be able to connect the sexuality and the spirituality and live in that presence, so that in that space we create. This is what we were meant to do. We are creators, and we are powerful creators. And when we tap into that connection, we are limitless in the life we can create. So that's our Thursday night thought. I look forward to sharing our next Thursday night thought together. Thank you for tuning in.